Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry, I haven't been feeling myself lately, so it's been a little while. So I hope everybody is doing good, that they're healthy and happy, and they've had a good week. Tonight we're going to talk about are kittens really free and spay and neuter. Now, you can get a kitten for free. For the most part, yes, they're free, but being a responsible parent, no, not really. Some people will ask for a little bit of money for their kittens. And the reason behind it is they want to make sure that the kittens are going to a responsible home, that they're going to be taken care of. Also, there have been some really sick people out there that will get free kittens and feed them to their snakes. So that has been the thing back in the day, and I don't know if that's such a thing, but some people still have that idea about that situation. But when you get your kitten, your free kitten, you have to buy a litter box and toys and bedding and litter and food. And then the next step is when you bring them home, you should deflea them right away, because cats are up to getting fleas from their mothers. Apparently some of them are born with fleas. I'm not sure on that one, but I know that they are not free of worms. Kittens are born with worms. So you need to deflea them either through your vet, or you need to give them a flea bath immediately before they put their little feet down in your apartment or house and spread fleas around the house. You don't want that. You don't want to have to fumigate your apartment or your house for fleas. And some people get allergic to them, like myself, and the bites just will cause an allergic reaction really bad. So you want to bring them home, you want to deflea them, give them a bath. Do not put anything topical on them. They're not old enough for that. Meaning, do not buy anything from the store that you put on the back of their the scruff of their necks. Don't. I wouldn't even put a flea collar on them. I think it's recommend 12 or 14 weeks for topical. But vets will have like a needle where they will give them a needle and it will kill them over time. But a flea bath is recommended right away. Another thing is you need to do your homework, and you need to find a vet that's reasonably priced in your price range. You want to go to Google and go to the review section of each person that you're looking at, veterinarians, and to see what people have to say about them, and weigh the pros and the cons, and pick your best veterinarian that's suited for you. Second, you want to make your phone call, and you want to bring in your kitten for their first examination. They will basically do a physical. They will weigh your kitten. They will give them their first shots and check the heart, check the ears, check everything, make sure that there's no underlying conditions. Then about 4 weeks later, 6 weeks later, you go back in for your second round of shots. And rabies shot. In Ontario, any cat that has not up to date on their rabies, they have to get the rabies done, regardless. I don't know what it's like for the States. So they get their second round of shots, and within a week or two, you can book them in for their altering, either a spay or a neuter. Now, boys are cheaper. It's a simple, easy operation to do on them. With females, it's a little bit more difficult. So you want to be ready for that. You might need to buy a cone. You could probably get one at a used thrift shop ahead of time. I think they're about $20, $30 if you buy them brand new. And the operation is in and out. Basically, you drop them off in the morning, and you can pick them up by mid-afternoon, supper time. They're not going to be all thrilled and happy. I wouldn't be manhandling them unless you have to give them medication for pain every 12 hours or so. And usually, you don't have to do very much with anything. You don't have to do any wound care or anything, just making sure that they don't lick the area like a crazy person and start picking at the area. So you've got to watch them, but they're going to be really sleepy. Um, then everything's all set up, then it's going to be costly. It's not a cheap situation with needles, first and second, vet visit, altering. It's going to cost you money. So getting a free kitten is not really a free kitten. And if you don't fix your cat, you're in for a big wake-up call. Kittens can get pregnant in their first year of life, and they can go into heat very early in life. And if you're not careful, they will ding and ditch you. They will get out a window. They will get out a door. They will get out any way that they possibly can. So the quicker, the better. And you can get them done within, I wrote it down. Sorry, guys. You can get your kitten fixed. Oh, this is bad. 3 to 4 months of age. I know that for a fact. But I was just trying to get it right down pat. All my cats were fixed except for the ones that I brought in. Like Mimi, she was like 2 years old. So I got her done right away. So I had to keep her quarantined. I kept her in my bedroom. And she stayed in my closet because she wasn't used to me. So you want to get them fixed as soon as possible. Like, soon as possible. Even before they go into their first heat. Because it's hard to keep them locked down when they're in heat. And the noise that they make at night and during the day will drive you absolutely crazy. Have you ever heard screaming going on in the middle of the night? And it sounds like two cats are like fighting? Well, that's not really fighting. What's going on is a female is being impregnated. And males that are not fixed after a certain age, they get barbs on their penises. So when the male and female mate, it's a way to invigorate egg dropping, for them to release an egg, females, because they don't do that right away. And it's very painful, very hurtful. And if you ever seen a litter of cats, some cats are all different kinds of colors and breeds that'll come out of one litter. That is because a female can get pregnant several times by different males. So when your female cat escapes your home, she will be raped several times by different males that are running around the neighborhood. It's a sad fact, and it's the truth. And it's not very pleasant for them. So please get them fixed as soon as possible. It is very hard to find a cat once they get out. You're looking at them possibly being killed by a predator, like a fox, wolves, coyotes. They will prey on cats. Even big wildlife, eagles and things like that. They will pick up a kitten and fly off. Either that or they will get run over. I seen one the other night and it just made my heart fall to pieces. Right in the middle of the road. Gone. A kitten can have, or a cat in a year, they can produce up to 5 litters in 1 year. And that can contain 4 to 6 kittens at a time. Not good. Not good for a kitten under the age of 1 to have kittens to begin with. But to have a cat that's not fixed and can get pregnant and come back home and producing is not good. 1, for them. 2, it's not good for the community. 3, it's not good for you because you have to try to get rid of these kittens after they've been weaned. And 4, your female cat, after having so many litters, can get sick. They can get deathly sick. Their uterus has become infected and very painful and all sorts of trouble. I think that's it for that. So for the best responsible thing that you can do is fix your female and your male. Males and females will spray in your house if they are not fixed. If you have a male and a female, they're even brother and sister, they will mate. They will produce babies. And that's inbreeding. And really, you don't want inbred kittens. You don't want it happening. I had known somebody in the family that unfortunately let that get out of hand, and she had a whole bunch of cats. I'm talking about over 20 cats in her one bedroom, and she wasn't able to take care of them, and she was suffering from problems. And the organization that I was with, they took them, vetted them, fixed them, adopted them out, but she wasn't willing to bring in the one that was, the females, to get fixed. And that is a problem. If you've got a problem that's gotten out of hand, you got to bring everybody in to get fixed, even if you want to keep a couple. That's being a responsible parent, first and foremost. In Cornwall, Ontario, they did a documentary a few years ago. I saw it, and my mouth just dropped. There was a vast population of cats, wild cats running around feral. Probably as many as there are in Cornwall. Population of people. People were getting ticked off. People were feeding them because, what are they going to do? They're not going to keep all these cats inside their houses. And what are you going to do with feral cats that have like nothing in the wintertime? So people were feeding them. They're inbreeding, they're breeding, they're producing more babies. The government couldn't step in. They didn't want to step in. And there was this one poor woman. She was about my age, maybe a little bit younger, and she was trapping, getting them vetted, getting them fixed in Quebec, because that was the most cheapest place to bring them. She was collecting bottles and beer cans to help fund for them to be fixed and vetted. And she did the adoption process as well. She wasn't releasing most of them into the community. She was fixing them. She was making sure that they had homes. And she was doing this all on her own. There are rescues out there, but they require a lot of help. Now, if you don't want to own a cat, but you have a big heart, you can volunteer your time, go to Facebook or go to IG and look for the groups that have trapping and fixing and releasing. They are always looking for people to help them out. It would be wonderful to have a lot of people like that around. Also, they also need money. They are funded by donations. So if you want to leave some money in your will, or if you want to donate some money before tax time, great place to give money to is these trappers. They're doing wonderful, wonderful work. I applaud them. Somebody's doing a great job. You can get, if you have cats in your neighborhood that are running around and you want to take matters into your own hands, I went to Home Hardware the other night and I priced a trapping cage for $139 plus tax. Some places will loan you traps, or you can call these people that do the trapping and releasing. They might be able to help you out to solve your problems, but it won't be a quick fix right away, as they have missions. They have colonies. Colonies are a bunch of cats that all live together in a certain area, and so they try to get these colonies all fixed, vetted. Some of them adopted, some of them are non-adoptable. They've been wild all their lives, so they have to be re-released. But at least the population is down. That's their main thing. They don't want them producing any more babies. They want to make sure that everything is a-okay with them. They are being fed by groups to make sure that they do survive, because they're also keeping down the vermin population. They're just like barn cats. They will chase away snakes and creepy crawly things and rats and mice and what have you, moles. So, they're doing you a service. Why not do them a service and help them out? That's about it, guys. That's all I have to say. What I'll do is I'll post the documentary that I watched a few years ago about Cornwall, so you guys can understand the problem and how this woman is struggling, and so you can understand where I'm coming from, in a sense. And I hope you guys enjoy it. It's about an hour long, so when you have the time, take a view of it. So for the next time, thank you. If you haven't become a subscriber, please subscribe. It's free. Liking is free. Hit the notification bell. It'll let you know when I go live. If you have a comment, shoot me a comment. Any questions, I'll answer them as best as I can. Share my videos with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Blessings. Bye-bye.